I went from place to place, seeking whom to help me. The road has not been easy. I almost gave up. But holding on to Jesus, God has done it again. Finally, it happened to me. Yeah. You may not believe it. Jehovah has done it. Thank God. To me. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to me today, I'm like one that dreams. And I want to highly recognize High Chief Raymond Duplessis today. I'm still trying to process everything that is happening. I am still trying to digest it. 16 years ago, when I was fighting in my country, I was advised to come to Nigeria, that there would be a good place to carry out my ministry and a good place to market my song. That was when I had just done the first song that I titled, Be Like Joe. And that title came as a result of a long, rough, and tough life that I had experienced right from childhood up to that point. And I came to Nigeria accompanied by someone who eventually had to return to Liberia to guide her kids because the fight was intensifying. And I was left alone here. And it didn't take long before life became so unfair to me. When I didn't even have a place to stay. I didn't have a place to sleep. I had to sleep in a church building that was still under construction. And with time, I was told to leave the church building, and I had to sleep in where they keep their fuel container, the generator, spare parts, and what have you. That they didn't even have a door. And I would put the drum to the door and put tires on top of it, just so if someone wants to come and harm me at night, they will fall and I will hear the noise and shout. There were many things that I went through, hardship. I could not even afford the means to go back home. I was here wondering about in Lagos. And the other day I was asking myself, why didn't I meet High Chief at that time? But the Bible says there is a time and a season for everything. And until that time comes, you will be struggling and fighting, getting small result for a whole lot of effort. I wondered about until a friend of mine whom I'm still looking for, and if you are under the sound of my voice, by the name of Edna Emibega, I would like you to please look for me. She was the one that surprisingly bought me a ticket to go back home. And everything around my being here was a miracle. How I survived was a miracle. Eventually, I went back home and started the life of journey again, the journey of life. Struggling through ministry, making different efforts in order for success to come. But again, I believe it was not yet God's time. Today, I'm so grateful. High Chief, I'm so grateful to you. I'm too grateful. I'm looking for the words to express. I believe that this all came together in time. The song that did the magic, the Mama Thank God For You song, coincidentally, we just celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, and this occasion is happening today, so I'm also going to dedicate that song to all the mothers, especially my late grandmother and my mother who is still alive. And I want to say happy belated Mother's Day to you, and thank you for your prayers and your blessings. Everyone around the world knows that when you surface on the Nigerian platform, you are going global. And that has been the dream of every artist. That even those in America are coming down here to team up with Nigerian artists. It's a known fact. And for that to just come to me with ease, everything within a month and a half is happening and we're at this point, I am still baffled. I don't have a lot of words to say, but I'm truly grateful. And it's my prayer that this process will be successful, even though it's unveiling Kanvee. But I want to also say that this is also unveiling the many talents that we have in Liberia and other countries in Africa. And I also want to be grateful today to my husband, Mr. Emmanuel Adams. Through all the tough and things, ups and downs, he has been there supporting me, looking for new exploits to make things happen. And his efforts brought us to this point as well. I'm grateful to the Daar Global team, the entire Ray Power team, Kenny's FM team, and AIT as well. I am so honored, and I bless God for you finding me, because I didn't look for you, you found me. And I'm going to work with you. I'm sure that this relationship is going to be a fruitful one. Many Nigerian artists have been hailed and celebrated in Liberia. They've visited our country many times, and we've embraced them. Your music are everywhere in Liberia. We sing them in our churches, we sing them in our clubs and everything. And today here is one from Liberia coming to you. I want you to embrace me as well as one of your own. We are all one Africa. So without saying very much, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so grateful. Hi, Chief, thank you so much. You said something yesterday that I differ with, and said you don't want to be around for the next 10 years, and I refuse that. Because you can be this kind and not live long. The Bible says, with long life I will satisfy you. And that is my prayer. So just like my grandmother, I prayed for her 1 week, and I said, God, I don't want her to die now. And God held this woman for me. And it was some miraculous thing that happened that made me to know that it was time that she was about to go. And I had to pray and release her. Then she died. So I will hold you up. You will not die now. And as per my accent, that shouldn't be a problem. Just watch out for future songs that are coming up. Before you will know it, I'll be blowing pidgin and firing Yoruba and even Igbo. But I think we are going far. So thank you all very much. God bless Nigeria. God bless Liberia. And God bless Africa. Thank
you. Once again, round of applause, please. Kanvee Adams, you almost have tears coming out of my eyes. I don't know if I'm talking for myself.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel Goldmynetv and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.